Why hello there and welcome to my Let's Play of Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain. The first game into the Soul Reaver series that is kind of a spin-off of the Blood Omen games. Kind of. It's gonna be a thing. It's also a bitch to record because, well, it's from 1999. It doesn't natively want to run under Windows 7. What I've done in the end was, well, I'm running this in Windows XP compatibility mode for Service Pack 2 nonetheless. Anyway, I'm gonna control this with a keyboard because I tried gamepad yesterday in a test and it didn't want to do. Now as for video configuration, I'm not even going to enter this menu. Because if I recall correctly, it will screw up the thing, what's it called? There is resolution that this game is being displayed as. If you once you boot up the game, you get a little bit a pre-launch dialogue, basically, that asks you what resolution you want to have, and well, oh well. So let's just start the game and see what's gonna happen.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Kain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing my Lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead. Cast him in. Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit? Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nosgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies. Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my soul reaver, my angel of death.
Well, that sounds all kinds of exciting. But yeah, we are Raziel. We have no mouth. It's a thing. Oh well. The beginning here is kind of a tutorial. It's just a long, narrow hallway. Well, it's not quite as narrow as some others I've seen, but... oh well.
These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans.
Also, no, this game does not have any subtitles. So, yeah. I'll need to be extra careful not to talk over someone. We only have this single portal though, so we can't really use it yet. Let's move on. Ah yes, turn the camera buttons. They are useful to go around corners with a fluid motion.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You've become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
Delicious soul! I'll literally swallow your souls! Oh yeah. Okay, and we are at full health, so let's move on. Oh no, we have a space bar, we can use it to jump. It's a thing. If you press jump again, we can also hover a little bit. Huh? Yes.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
That sounds awfully painful, dude. Who are you anyway? Giant octopus? Also known as devilfish in some areas of the world? Well, I'm sure that has nothing to do with anything.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Slua, the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
Also, they stole my souls! Those are my souls! Pressed the wrong button there. I am rusty. Maybe I should have... Come here! can eat our enemies. Now where's this dude gone? Our claws are such a bad weapon. Now will you come here? Not targeting an enemy is, by the way, also a pretty good way of dealing damage to them. Oh well, feeding time is over. I think this is the way forward. Yeah, we've been underwater this entire time. It's a thing. Oh well. Onwards.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world. This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time.
In other words, we are currently nothing more but a soul, a spirit. And now we are
Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
Yeah, we will continually lose health. As long as
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, we continually lose health. As long as we are in the physical world. And how do I open doors? Attack! Okay.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be king of our high blood.
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel? Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
Well, let's have a battle then. Now, can I look around with anything? Press the look around button. Oh well, you see these thorns on the walls? That's one method of killing them. Next we have the water here. And of course over there sunlight. Also there's a shiny down there in the water, which we can't get yet. Anyway, we kind of need to take care of them, guys.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. Vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
Come here.
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
I prefer leaving the souls, well, to disappear and kill my enemies that way. Simply because... Dang it. Simply because chances are their bodies will stay there and not disappear. If I were to swallow those guys' souls, there's a good chance they might respawn. Now, where's that look around button? Why won't you let me look around, game? there should be... Ah, there's the exit.
Your physical prowess surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
We need challenges for the hero! But whatever can we do? Divine challenges for the hero. Let's have him push boxes everywhere! Yeah. This game makes you do all of the block pushing puzzles that Zelda never dared to mention. It certainly is a thing. Oh well. I don't particularly mind. The second game does a little bit better job.
The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Well, snap. Any weapons around? Yes, there are. Give me that. Ooh, fire! Oh yeah. We could have also thrown a rock at the guy. Actually, let's throw a rock at that guy. Where is it? Come here. Aha! You got a rock in your face. Oh, Raziel, you're a choker. Come here. Let me punch you a little. And he dies. Now we are gonna come through this room a lot more often. So I'm gonna leave this guy to rot here, in the hopes that his body will not respawn alive. Snap. I need a weapon. You know what? We can deal with this guy later. Wah! Oh, come on. Put that away. And throw this guy into the fire if you can. Yay! Because we need this weapon elsewhere. And if we attack from behind, chances are instant death. Yay! Isn't it nice killing people and all that? Oh yeah. So now the way forward is to the left. However, these doors mark a teleporter. Also, where there's a teleporter, there's always souls. And thus I can refill my health quite easily. Yay! It's pretty much impossible to die in this game. The worst that can happen is that you get sucked into the spirit realm, and even if you die there due to one of the not exactly dangerous enemies there, you get to restart at the, well, giant octopus's place. Now I wish I had a means of dealing with this guy. Unfortunately, I do not. So let's take him with us for a ride. Oh hey, do you know where we are? We are at the abyss that we were thrown into in the intro. Oh yeah. Now look here. You just run away all the time. I'm trying to throw you into a hole. There. Looks painful. And with any luck, he isn't gonna respawn.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss. My tomb and the womb of my rebirth. Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
However, we will check that out next time on Let's Play Soul Reaver. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. It's another thing that starts with an L. I'm gonna say Legend of Soul Reaver so often. It's gonna be a thing. Actually, let's call this LP1. Yes. That was just my test file to see if everything worked. By the way, to quit the game, you have to quit the game, start the game, and quit the game. It's a thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. This is Legion, and fare thee well.